everyone, it's Rivka, and today we're doing the March 2018 monthly spread, and it should be fairly quick but a lot of fun, so let's just jump into it. And we're starting off with washi, and all the washi I'm using is Recollection brand. The two larger solid color ones are from the large solid color tube from there, and then the thin green one is from the set that comes with, like, I think it's 7 different colors and in a clear tape dispenser. And then the other one that I use, which you see over there on the mason jar cutout, is Essa Recollections. It came in the boxed like seasonal set, and I just wrapped it around the mason jar because a lot of the ones that came in there, they didn't have lots of washi on them, and after you use them 1 or 2 times, there really isn't very much, so I found it just easier. Plus it takes up less room in my space, and I don't have tons of space, which is, so saving every little bit counts. Plus I actually like using it off of those mason jars, and I've done it with several washis. If you've seen my other spreads, you know I've done it to several of my washi, and I'm thinking about doing it for, I'm going to say, more of my collection, but I'm not totally sure yet. And I'm also thinking about putting them in my shop, so let me know what you think about that down below. It would be more themed based than the one in the corner, which is just a couple of my random ones. So what I'm doing is I've started with just the solid color green, and I didn't cover up the different colored bubbles because I didn't really see a need for it in this spread. Once the green was over them, you didn't really see the pinks and all of that. You just kind of saw darker or lighter dots coming through, so it worked fine with the spread and actually came out really nice. And then I put an orange and a green down on the sides just to make sure that it fit and filled up the whole sidebar there, and then just the green on this side. And what you're going to see, I think right now, is that I'm going to be layering washi this time. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I really wanted to use this washi, but it has a clear background, so it doesn't really add a lot for the spread, but layered on top of this green one, it does. It adds plenty of color, and it layers just really nicely, and I pretty much always have used this washi this way. And I'm just going to put that in the middle of there, but once I did that, I didn't really like how the top was. It's kind of felt unfinished, and so I added this green all the way up at the top, leaving a little sliver of that light green, but then also putting in that dark. And I'm just making sure the washi is really on and down there so that you can see the 2018 as well as the days of the week through it. Okay, so now I'm going to put this to the side and do the same stuff on the other side. And it's seriously just the same steps all over again, and then I'll get into the, I'm going to say, the meat of the month. And I don't have a lot going on, at least I don't know of a lot going on in March yet. I had a couple things that you'll see I'll mark down, but what I usually do with the monthlies is as it goes on and things happen, I do go back and I put more items on it, or as I know of something coming up, I'll put it in. And so you don't really see it in this spread, but by the end, they're usually a lot more filled in by the end of the month. So let me know if it's something that you guys would like to see, like before I'm going to say start planning the next month. Would you guys like to see the previous month, or is it something you guys would like to see every once in a while? Let me know down below in the comments or somewhere like that, and I will definitely do that for you. But yeah, this is just the same colors going down the same areas, And I think the only real difference is that I'm going to also put the green strip down to mark off the difference between the notes section and the month, and I always like doing that. It almost feels incomplete if I don't, like there's something missing, so I definitely always do that, as you see right now. Alright, and then I'm going to be using that metal ruler. I love this ruler because it's not too big that it gets in the way, but it's big enough that I can pull off like what I just did and cut the multiple pieces at the same time. And then just putting this final piece of washi down here at the bottom, and I will, oh, not the final piece, I just realized I also have to put the top piece on this page, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably be cutting it off of the other side, like I'm doing right now. Alright, so I'm just going to trim that off very carefully, especially when I'm trying to use the washi again and place it down somewhere else like I'm doing right now. I try to be extra careful that I don't hit a snag, and usually that's not a big deal because the piece is just going to go in the trash anyway, but if you're using it, I do like to have it to be even as well as a straight edge, and this way I'm not wasting any. Clean up the edges and it's all good. Okay, so now the fun part, the decorating stickers and stuff like that. So I have had these stickers from Dollar Tree. I believe it was 2 years ago. It might have been 1 year ago. Or maybe some of them were from 2 years and one of them from 1 year. I don't remember exactly, but they're all from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just placing them over the note section because I wanted to use it to cover up that little bit of color right there. And I love that these are on the clear because you can do like what I just did where you can see where exactly it's going to fit and what it's going to cover and what it doesn't. And I just like adding the little bits of different gold and the different greens and putting it throughout, and I don't use the sidebars, so it's a perfect space to add plenty of decoration. This sticker sheet that you see here is from an Etsy shop called Temp Loves Design. I had gotten I don't know if she calls it like an oops kit or something like that, where it was just some random sheets of stickers that weren't perfect. Either their cuts weren't right or the coloring was a little off or whatever else. And a lot of them were perfectly good. It was just either like a different shade or needed a little scissor help or whatever else. So I actually really like these. I don't order from Etsy a lot, but I definitely make use of every sticker I possibly can when I do use them. So I'm just putting those boxes in where I know that I have dates that I need. And you'll see that sticker sheet come back again for the week of St. Patrick's Day, because that's when I'm going to use the majority of the stickers. But I don't really use half boxes too terribly much, and I have another sheet of them for St. Patrick's Day, so I didn't need all of these there, and I figured here would be a perfect place to put them. The one thing I don't like about using these stickers from Dollar Tree is that they are puffy, and while that's kind of nice, like if you just have it laid out, when you close your planner or binder or whatever it's in, it does add a lot more bulk to it. Plus, when you're filming a video like this, the shine off of it means that there's a glare, and it's a little annoying, but they're pretty in real life, I promise. Anyway, I'm just using a Staedtler to mark in all of these different dates, and yeah, it's just a simple green fine liner, and I'm writing them in, and I've added a couple extra stickers to actually mark what things are, like this pencils mark school things for my stepson. And now they're really fun ones. I don't know why I love these so much, but they're like these glittery shamrocks, and they're 2 different color greens, and they're 2 different sizes, and I'm going to be doing something really cool with them in a second. But I had decided to go back to this before I used those to make sure that I had everything I wanted down from there, because I wanted to like balance those gold ones up there at the top before I did this. And what I'm doing is, because the orange was kind of plain, I wanted to add a little something extra. So I decided to put these down the sides, and because I can see where the punches are going to be, I can make sure to place them evenly. And I put the large ones every other one, and then I go back and I fill them in with the other shade of green, because I like to have a bunch of different greens, and that way it's just a very green spread. And then do it on the other side, and then I think we're mostly done. These are they're really pretty, but I have also found that several of them have come off the sheet, like while it was even still in the packaging, before I ever opened it. But if you put a little glue underneath, they'll stick just fine, so it's not a big problem as long as you don't lose them. And then one extra one for St. Patrick's Day. So that's it for this month. I told you it was going to be a quick, fun one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and will subscribe for more videos. Hope to see you next time. Bye.